So I realized the entire review, as I was reviewing Empire Season 2, episode, whatever the fuck it is, okay? I realized I was saying Season 3. So before you guys constantly correct me down in the comment section, I'm realizing that I was saying Season 3, but it is still Season 2. So let's get into the motherfucking review, girl. Because this shit was low-key kind of boring. Just saying. But keep fucking watching. Girl. So, we are back with Empire Season 3, Episode 1, Death Will Have His Day, okay? I'm going to get into my whole little synopsis of this here particular episode shortly. But, you guys, I have to talk about Empire for a brief moment, okay? And give me a second, because I do have some fucking notes, because, girl, this episode didn't have a whole lot of shit going on. I mean, it kind of did, but then again, it kind of didn't. So, but I don't want to be on this motherfucker for 45 minutes talking y'all ear off. So, let me give y'all my thoughts on the season premiere of season 3. Okay. I understand that, you know, you have to keep people in suspense and shit like that. I mean, it's natural. That's what every television show has to do. They have to keep people in suspense. I understand that. But bitch, I was expecting this first episode to be jam-packed with like just a whole gang of shit. Just I know they can't give us too much all in one episode, but they low-key kind of losing me just a smidgen, y'all. Just a smidgen. I'm still gonna support Empire. I'm still gonna watch it, but I need more. Okay, I need a little bit more. I need Lee Daniels to step his motherfucking pussy up. Okay, Lee Daniels, I need you to step your fucking pussy up and give me a little bit more, okay? The whole little, I'm getting sick of this whole little, storyline, to be brutally honest with you. You need to give me more. God damn it, I need more. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this motherfucking shit, y'all. So, of course, it comes on with Rhonda, because, girl, we have been waiting for how long? 4 years for this fucking, season to debut. And all we wanted to fucking know was who was the fuck that pushed Rhonda down them goddamn stairs. Now, of course, y'all know on the last review that I did, I was telling you guys that I didn't think that it was, Boo Boo Kitty. I did not think it was Boo Boo Kitty simply because, I thought that was too easy, okay? I thought that was way too easy for Lee Daniels to have, you know, Boo Boo Kitty be the culprit, even though she seems to be the obvious choice. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, is he really going to make it that easy for people to, you know, automatically guess who it is that pushed Rhonda down these stairs? But, of course, and of course, we didn't find out that motherfucking shit in this here particular episode, bitch, which kind of low-key kind of pissing you off. But damn, motherfucker, how long are you going to drag this shit out before we find out who the fuck it is that pushed Rhonda down these goddamn steps? Just saying. But let me move on, I digress. So it comes on with Rhonda on the floor, okay, and she's bleeding profusely, okay, because of course she just fell down a fucking spiraling staircase. Somebody just pushed her down very aggressively down a staircase. So she's at the bottom of the stairs and she's you know, she's alert. You know, at one particular point we thought her motherfucking ass, she was knocked out cold, but she is alert, she is bleeding, and she is attempting to crawl to her cellular phone, okay? She's attempting to, trying her best, but of course she's very, very weak because she just fell down a flight of stairs and she's pregnant, okay? So that's how the episode starts off. And as she's attempting to do that, the culprit, of course, has not left the building just yet. So she's kind of delirious. She is, you know, her head is swimming in shit. And we notice that the culprit is walking out of the door. And this motherfucker got some red bottoms on. So, of course, at this particular point, I'm thinking to myself, damn, bitch, could it be Boo Boo Kitty? Could it be Boo Boo Kitty that pushed her down the stairs? But, of course, again, I'm thinking in the back of my head, they could not possibly. Lee Daniels, are you really going to make it that easy? But anyway, I digress. Like I said, we see some red bottoms proceeding to walk out of the door. So it's obviously a woman. So at least we're gonna assume that. But anyway, so all of that shit is happening. Okay. So Akeem, you know, he heads back to the cribbo after the whole little meeting at Empire, where they have decided to remove our brother Lucius as the CEO of Empire, okay? They just dethroned the motherfucker. So after all this pops off, Akeem shows up at his house, but Cookie is there waiting on his ass like, motherfucker, what's popping? What's good, okay? What's good in this motherfucker? Fuck the fact that you my son, what's good, okay? So she's basically telling him, look, dude, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, but what we gonna do, we gonna call another meeting. Okay, we're going to call another meeting and you're going to retract your vote. Okay, you're going to go back in and you're going to tell them people, I fucked up. Okay, I do not want to remove my father as the CEO of Empire. We're not going to do that motherfucking shit. But of course, he tells her, no, I'm not going to do it. He had it coming to him. I mean, y'all, Hakeem is... He getting on my goddamn nerves, okay? Somebody need to whoop his motherfucking ass, okay? I'm just saying, he is getting on my motherfucking nerves. He's acting like a fucking spoiled ass brat. Don't get me wrong, we already know that Lucius done some a whole lot of fucked up shit, but Hakeem is getting on my nerves. So, like I said, Cookie tells him, oh, you're gonna retract your vote, or I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass, okay? So, Cookie pulls out her purse. She's beating his ass with the purse, beating his ass with the broom, girl. And next thing I know, bitch, did she have a fucking lamp, okay? It looks like she was hitting him with everything that she can get her hands on. She was beating the fuck out of Hakeem with brooms, purses, lamps, and every motherfucking thing else. She probably would have picked up the refrigerator if she could have lifted it, son, bitch. Just saying. So, she's whipping his ass and all that type of shit, but he's still telling her, I'm not going to retract my vote. I am not going to be, basically voting for my father to return as the CEO of Empire. So that is that within that upon that. Moving on. So Rhonda, you know, she musters up enough courage and she makes it to her phone, okay? But of course it's broken. It's broken at this particular point. And, you know, she's sitting there and she's praying to the Lord. She's like, Lord, look, basically, I don't give a damn if you take me. I don't care, take me, but please do not take my child. Please do not allow my child to live. I don't care if I die 1,000 times. Just save my baby. Then all of a sudden, girl, we see this big, beautiful light just start illuminating over her body. So she musters up the strength to get her phone. But of course, her phone is all broken and all this type of shit. So she can't call anybody on it. But she musters up enough strength to get the phone and throw the phone at the window to set the alarm off. Because y'all know when you set the alarm off, the popo is coming, girl. The popo hole is coming. 12 is coming, girl. So she threw the phone at the window and set the alarm off. So now, you know, to alert people that motherfucker, you need to get to the crib. Some shit is popping off. So that is how Rhonda was discovered and all that type of shit, y'all. She mustered up enough strength to get her phone to throw it at the window and set the alarm off, okay? So, back at Empire, Lucius is refusing to leave. Lucius like, look, I don't give a fuck what y'all done voted. I built this son bitch from the ground up. I ain't going no motherfucker way. So him and a pimp named Slickback. Shout out to my auntie, Lady Nigga. She crowned him a pimp named Slickback. So Lucius got a pimp named Slickback. They in the office. Lucius got his motherfucking gun out. Like, we ain't going nowhere. Okay. And of course, the pimp named Slickback, he, girl, when I tell you that's a ride or die motherfucker right there, he pull out his pistol too. He's like, shit, we ain't going nowhere then. But of course, Andre comes in there. He like, look, I can work some shit out. But look, y'all gotta leave right now. Cause girl, we already know Andre got a whole lot of shit that's going on with him. This motherfucker, he done killed old boy. So look, Andre ain't really trying to have no run-ins with the cops, okay? In no shape, form, nor fashion. So, you know, like I said, Andre tells him, look, Dad, look, I can work some shit out, but I need you to leave right now. And he like, no, you go do what you gotta do, and you come back. But in the meantime, between time, I'm gonna be sitting here on my motherfucking throne, okay? So, Camille done already called the police. She done already called 12, so 12 is on their way. But Lucius said, I don't give a fuck. I ain't going no goddamn well. So Andre leaves to go and do what the fuck it is that he needs to do. And Lucius and a pimp named Slickback is basically in the office refusing to fucking go anywhere. So that's what's going on with that whole little situation. Okay? And I'm going to tell y'all some more shit that popped off with that situation in a second, okay? So, all the shit happens, and next thing we know, it goes on commercial, of course, and next thing we know, the police bust up in there, and a pimp named Slip, we not armed. He's telling them, look, he is the owner of this company. It's against the law for y'all to remove him off of his own, you know, off of his property. And a Camille busting up in there, motherfucker, like, look, get out of my office. I mean, that bitch right there, I'm just saying, but I think Camille's gonna end up in a motherfucking ditch. She gonna end up like Bunky, okay? She gonna end up like our boy Bunky. She gonna be riding this bitch stinking. Just saying, cause she's doing a little bit too much. But they show up, and of course the police are there, got their guns drawn at Lucius and shit. But thank God, our girl, I can't think of her fucking name. I'm just gonna call her Gabby, okay? Gabby busts up in the office and tells Lucius that, look, Rhonda is in the hospital. They don't think she gonna make it. And of course, when Lucius hear that motherfucking shit, Lucius like, oh, hell to the no. Hell no to the no. So Lucius like, okay, When nothing else, get his ass to leave up out of that office. But when she told him that his grandboy, you know, is possibly about to, I'm pretty sure he was like, fuck Rhonda. I mean, I know he probably, you know, care a little bit about Rhonda. But when he heard that she's not doing good, the first thing that popped up in his mind was his grandboy. So he decides to leave at that particular point. So they left without incident, without the police having to shoot his ass and all that type of stuff. Okay. So, but they get to the hospital. Lucius is there. Cookie is there. Jamal is there. They're all there. Okay. Now, Andre has not made it there yet. Because remember, Andre was going to do whatever the fuck it is that he was going to do to keep, you know, them from kicking Lucius out at that particular point. But so Andre wasn't there. So they're all there and, you know, having a little bit of conversation. Now, Rhonda is fine. Rhonda is okay. But Lucius is, I mean, he done lost his motherfucking mind, y'all. So next thing we know, Hakeem shows the fuck up. Okay? Hakeem shows the fuck up. So Cookie go up to him and like, look, motherfucker, okay, we don't want you here. Okay, you need to leave because nobody want to see your motherfucking ass, okay? You done just sat there and ruined our entire legacy. And you gonna, I understand that family means everything, but goddamn it, you obviously don't give a fuck about family, Mr. Hakeem. So he showed up at the hospital and Cookie took it. God, bitch, I said Cookie took it. Did I seriously just call Taraji P. Henson Cookie Tookie, bitch? But Cookie tells him go ahead on the leave because we don't want your motherfucking ass here. Then Andre shows up. Now Lucius, I don't know what the fuck was going through Lucius's mind, but Lucius proceeds to tell Andre she didn't, basically tell Andre that Rhonda didn't make it, okay? The fuck, I don't know where the fuck that shit came from, but Rhonda was fine, okay? Rhonda was perfectly fine, but of course the baby did not make it. And when he found out that baby didn't make it, because Cookie, of course, intervened, it was like, Lucius, what the fuck is you talking about? The baby, you know, Rhonda's cool, but the baby didn't make it. And it was so sad, y'all, because Andre, he lost it. I'm talking, he absolutely went berserk, fell on the floor crying and shit, which is natural. You know, you just lost your baby, and, you know, you guys were like, they were ecstatic about that whole, they don't have any children, they were going to have their first child, it's going to be, you know, this whole little big time thing for Empire. It was going to be a great thing for the Lion Dynasty, okay? So knowing that, not only that your child that you know, your unborn child that you never got a chance to meet is dead, you know, he went berserk. And of course, Cookie was trying to calm him down. She was like, baby, they're gonna take you away. Because we already know that Andre, you know, he's bipolar and shit. And, you know, he was already, they locked his ass up in the mental asylum and shit. And she thought they were sure enough gonna take his ass away if he, you know, kept acting a fool up in the hospital, girl. Just goddamn saying. But I mean, the man was just being emotional. I mean, but I guess she thought he was gonna sure enough go insane in the membrane. So she calmed his ass down and all that shit. But like, again, Rhonda is alive. The baby is dead, though. Okay? So, he goes in there to see her. And, you know, he didn't calm down at this point. But what killed me is the fact that Rhonda proceeded to tell Andre, you know, because I guess he asked her what happened and shit. And she proceeds to tell Andre that she fell down the stairs. I mean, like I said, I know when she fell down the stairs, she was a little delirious because you can clearly see that her head was swimming and shit when, you know, the person was walking out of the door. But she proceeds to tell him that it was her fault. She fell down the stairs herself. And I'm thinking to myself, motherfucker, I know damn well, Lee Daniels is not gonna let whoever the fuck did this shit, he gonna let him just go scot-free and shit, you know, because I mean, I'm thinking to myself, damn, she gonna blame the shit on her goddamn self. So of course he tells her, baby, it's not your fault, God saved you, etc., etc. And then she proceeds to say, look, God ain't real, okay? I sat there on that floor and I prayed to God and I told God to save my baby and take me, and he didn't save my baby, so God is not real. So you need to cut that shit out and quit talking about God saved me, etc., 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 okay? So she wanted him. Because, you know, I know everybody has you know, we're not going to get into that whole spiel because there are a lot of people who do feel like, you know, there's a lot of, bad things that are going on in the world. People who are, you know, homeless, people who are starving, people who have, you know, sicknesses and diseases that they cannot get rid of, and people who are in pain and they feel like, why does God let so much pain and hurt go on if he is real? So you got a lot of people out there that have that way of thinking. But we're not going to get into that in this here particular video, okay? But like I said, she basically telling him God ain't real, so you can quit talking to me about God. So that's going on with that whole situation right there. Okay, so after all of this, after they, you know, get to the hospital and they realize that Wanda is fine and Andre's there, he's spending time with her, you know, Cookie, you know, everybody leaves. Cookie goes to Lucius's house. So she get in Lucius's house, she calling his name and shit, and she on him like, motherfucker, what is my son bitch at? Did he can go get, did he didn't come up in here and off this motherfucking self? So she proceeds to walk through the house, and Lucius is in there in the bed, girl. In there in the bed, and he's going through his whole little situation, girl. He's in a state of shock still, okay? Number one, he done lost Empire, on top of losing his unborn grandchild. So all of this shit didn't happen. So he's going through a little bit of something. So Cookie kicks off her shoes. She crawled into the bed with him. They, you know, they sleep. They didn't have no sexual relations or nothing like that. But she crawls into the bed with him and comforts him and all this stuff. And they end up falling asleep, waking up the next day, girl. So she wake up the next day and Lucius ain't nowhere to be motherfucking found, girl. Lucius has got his ass in there in this big, gigantic, beautiful ass closet. Girl with a gun, I told him he going to get his goddamn company back. Y'all know Lucius has one way of getting his shit back, and that's by any means necessary, okay? So he's in there with his gun out and shit, basically saying he finna go take his shit back. Cookie like, look, you need to calm your ass down. All I need is 2 days, okay? I need 2 days. I'm gonna get in the inside. I'm finna go up in there. I'm finna put an offer on the table to Camilla about, you know, Lion Dynasty and shit. And I just need 2 days. He tell her, look, you got 2 motherfucking days, okay? Bitch, you got 48 hours to get this shit right, or it's about to be some motherfucking sweeping in the city. Just saying. So Cookie tell him, look, put that shit up, give me 2 days, I'm gonna make some shit happen. And she walks on out the door, y'all. So that's what happens with that whole little situation right there, okay? Now, let me go back a little bit, because I like I said, I do have my notes here. He also says that if Akeem, y'all look, he says that if Akeem tries to be the CEO, it's not going to turn out good for him. Basically, Lucius is a ruthless motherfucker, okay? He does not give a fuck, okay? We already know he done killed Bunky, okay? We already know he done that. Lucius does not mind taking a son bitch out, okay? Even if it means taking his son out, okay? So he basically tell her, look, excuse my notes, and he tells her, look, if he decides that he want to try to become the CEO, it ain't going to be good for him. So you need to go do what the fuck it is that you need to do. Give me my shit back and it won't be no problems, okay? So, Camilla, okay, we're back at Empire. Camilla basically is talking to Hakeem and they're having a little general conversation. She's basically telling him, look, if you need to dump your little Mexican girlfriend, okay? We done did all the shit that we needed to do. Now it's time for you to dump your little Mexican girlfriend. And she presents the offer to him. In order for you to become CEO of Empire, you're going to have to get rid of the Mexican. Her words, not mine. You're going to have to get rid of the Mexican if you want to become the CEO of Empire. So, of course, I'm thinking to myself, damn, this motherfucker, he not really finna, you know, because he, of course, tells her, even Camilla, he tells her, look, I don't know if I can do that because this girl, she ain't just no regular chick, okay? This is a person who I love, okay? Something that we ain't never heard this little nigga say ever before in his life. He's like, this, she different than everybody else. So, I don't know if this is something I'm going to, she was like, well, look, if this is something that you want as far as being the CEO of Empire, and excuse my father, you want to be the CEO of Empire, if you want to have some shit, you want to do some shit, I'm going to need you to go over there and dump that bitch. Basically, that's what she puts in layman's terms, okay? So, Cookie shows up, of course, and basically it's like, bitch, get off my son, etc., etc. I mean, then again, Cookie is kind of like, you know, Cookie don't like this bitch. We already know Cookie don't like her motherfucking ass. I'm just waiting on the day that her and Cookie have a, then again, they not even gonna, Lee Daniels ain't gonna let that happen. He need to let them go toe to toe and just fucking fight it out and just tear up some shit. But anyway, I digress on that. So she shows up and presents the offer to Camilla, telling her, look, if you want Hakeem, because still Hakeem is a part of Lion Dynasty. If you want Hakeem, you gonna have to pay $20 million for him. And Camilla's like, bitch, I ain't paying you $20 million for shit, okay? So the deal does not go through at this particular point in time, you know. Of course, Andre and Jamal is there with her. They're having this whole little conversation. No, bitch, I'm jumping too far ahead. At this time, Cookie was there by herself the first time. And that's when the deal didn't go through, when she came up in there and she was telling this bitch, you know, $20 million for Hakeem. She said no. Cookie went over there and got some of her candy, threw the shit all over the floor, etc., etc., then walked about that bitch like a boss, okay? That's what happened with that whole little situation. So, next thing we see is Lucius. He meeting up with his whole gangster friend, him and the pimp named Slickback. They meeting up with their old gangster friends. Somebody, I forgot who the fuck that was. Somebody said it was a rapper in there. I probably just didn't recognize the shit. Maybe I didn't catch it. But Lucius is meeting up with these gangster motherfuckers who just got out of prison, okay? He's basically telling them, look, What I want y'all to do, I need y'all to go handle some shit. They got a fucking folder filled with photos, okay, of all of the board members of Empire, all of the board members who voted against Lucius, okay. They have their photos and they're giving them to these gangster dudes, and they like, look, I need y'all to go handle that, okay. Need y'all to go handle that, but look, don't no shit that's gonna get you put back in prison. No murder. Okay, everything else goes, which means you can go over there, you can beat their ass, you can do whatever the fuck it is that you need to do, just don't kill them. Gave all of them the photos, handle your business, okay, handle your motherfucking business. So Lucius doing shit the only way that he know how, which is the motherfucking illegal way, just goddamn saying. So yeah, he didn't met up with some gangsters and they plotting on some shit to beat the fuck out of these, scare these board members into changing their votes, basically, okay, in layman's motherfucking terms. So yeah, that's what's going on with that situation. Moving on. So Boo Boo Kitty shows up to the hospital, okay, with some flowers and shit, okay, with some flowers and some chocolates, and of course she's acting all concerned and shiznit, okay, and basically she's asking Rhonda what happened, and Rhonda tells her she doesn't know. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it seemed to me more like Rhonda was concerned for Andre, which is probably understandable considering that she knows the type of, you know, mindset that Andre has. Andre is not all the way there. So maybe that's one of the reasons why she's so worried about Andre. But she's more worried about Andre than she is about herself at this point, you know, her health and all that stuff. So she's telling Boo Boo Kitty that she doesn't remember, and all she remembers is that she failed. And, you know, tells her that she doesn't want to let Andre down, and she feels like there will be another heir to the throne. And, of course, Boo Boo Kitty had to step in and like, look, I think there'll be another heir, okay? Because at this time, at this particular point, nobody knows that she's pregnant, okay? Nobody knows that her motherfucking ass is pregnant, okay? So she basically tells her, I think there'll be another heir to the throne. And now I'm starting to question whether or not it was actually Boo Boo Kitty. I really, honestly and truly, and now at this particular point, I think maybe Lee Daniels did, you know, have Boo Boo Kitty as the one that pushed Rhonda down the stairs. Even though, like I said, that shit just seems way too obvious to me. But I can't think, personally, I can't think of anybody else who it could be. Even though, okay, a lot of people speculated, and I myself was one of those people. I was like, damn, do they make red bottoms for men? Because they didn't really look like heels, did they? They kind of looked like flats. So I don't know if they were some red bottom heels or they were some red bottom shoes, bitch. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a label whore, so I don't really know. Do they make red bottoms for dudes? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Just saying. But now I'm starting to think it was Boo Boo Kitty too. I just, you know, I don't went into that hole was filled just to say that now at this particular point, I think it was Boo Boo Kitty as well. But I digress, okay? Hakeem, because like I said, we already know that Camilla done told Hakeem, look, you got to get rid of that Mexican bitch, okay? You got to get rid of that Mexican bitch if you want to, you know, be any type of boss motherfucker over here at the Empire, okay? So Hakeem shows up with, you know, Gladys Knight and the Pips. They doing some type of rehearsal, okay? And I know they name is like Menage a Trois, some shit like that, girl. Menage a Trio. Don't really matter. Y'all know who the hell I'm talking about. His girlfriend and her, you know, two sidekicks, her backup dancers. So he shows up and tells her he thinks that she holding the group. I mean, he busting that motherfucker drunk as a fucking skunk. Because the scene before that, he was in the house drinking, and Jamal showed up and basically saying, you know, what the fuck are you doing? Basically, you know, you need to lay off the fucking drinking. So he's pretty much drunk at this point. And so he goes and busts up into their rehearsal drunk, and basically telling her he thinks that she's basically, bitch, you stiff. You holding the other two chicks back. And of course they're agreeing and shit. They're like, yeah, you kind of are. And she was like, I work really, really hard. And he proceeds to call her a bitch, etc., and saying that she, you know, I knew your little virgin ass was gonna act like this when the girl decided to leave. Y'all, he was doing the most. I don't know why. I thought I remembered them having sex, okay? I thought I remembered them having sex, but apparently they did. She's still a virgin, y'all. She's still a virgin. So he said, I knew your little virgin ass was gonna leave too. Motherfucker, you coming in here drunk, calling me all kind of bitches and hoes and shit, and you expect me to stand in your presence and take the motherfucking shit? No. So goodbye, okay? So all that shit happened. She ends up leaving, and of course he's still sitting there with his drinking and shit, turning into an old alcoholic, just saying. So let's move on from that whole little situation. So, the gangsters, let's go back to the gangsters, okay? The gangsters that Lucius and a pimp named Slickback have hired, They around here blowing up cars and shit, hanging cats and shit. The heavyset white woman, the one that fucked a pimp named Slick back in the elevator, girl, they hung her motherfucking cat from the ceiling, y'all. They ain't had to do that to the cat. You didn't have to do that to the cat, y'all. Not to the cat. They did that shit. They beat up one dude. They blew another one's car up, okay? So now they got these motherfuckers spooked, okay? They done got them spooked to the point where, no, this son, these motherfuckers trying to kill us, okay? It ain't worth it, okay? It is not worth it at this particular point for us to remain, diligent on Lucia's not being the CEO of this company. But I'm gonna talk about that in a second, y'all. We gonna talk about that in a second. So all that shit happens right there. I'm referencing my notes right there. Okay, so like I said, they didn't beat the hell out of the board members, and they decided to retract their votes. Okay, and Camille, while they're there, because all of them pretty much stepped the fuck down. Okay, basically saying, no, we not here for this shit no more. It's too much going on. I retract every motherfucking thing that I said. So Camille's like, okay, well, who wants to run for the CEO of Empire? And ain't nobody down for that shit, okay? Because they know, goddamn it, you done hung my cat, you done blew my motherfucking car, you done whooped my ass. I don't want it. So next thing we know, our brother Hakeem, okay, Hakeem jumps his little punk ass up on the table, talking all this shit, talking about how he feels like he can do all this and this and this and that for Empire, and basically he wants to be the CEO of the company. And of course, Camille agrees, okay? She agrees to make him the CEO of Empire. So now Hakeem is the CEO of Empire, okay? In case y'all missed that motherfucking part. So, Jamal, Cookie, and Andre, they're at the hospital because Rhonda's about to get discharged. And, Cookie's basically telling them how she feels like she can get the shit back in order. And Jamal tells her, look, I think I can get you the deal with Camille, okay? And he was like, I just need you to make me a deal that you can actually get her the fuck up out of here. And Cookie said, don't you worry about that, okay? I can make that shit happen. You just get me in there, okay? You just get me in there, and I'll do what the fuck I need to do from the inside. So that's what's going on with that situation, okay? So Rhonda's discharged, and Andre done took her to the crib. So they're at the house, and at this point, Rhonda, she don't want to go upstairs anymore. She wants to sleep downstairs. She don't ever want to go up there no more. She just wants her life to be at the bottom of these stairs from here on out. So, Andre offers to go get her some water. He goes to get her some water. But while he's leaving to go get her water, she attempts to get her broke leg ass up and walk up the stairs anyway by her lonesome. But of course, after she gets up 3 or 4 stairs, she falls. Because, number one, your leg is in a fucking cast. You can't walk up no goddamn stairs, okay? But when she falls, she doesn't fall and hurt herself. She just, stumbles a little bit. But as she stumbles, she has a flashback and she realizes, I didn't fucking fall down these stairs. A motherfucker pushed me, bitch. A motherfucker pushed me. I did not fucking fall. So maybe, she's gonna come to and she's gonna be able to identify the motherfucker who did this shit to her, or possibly they can do some investigation to try to figure out who the fuck it is that did it. Because like I said, she had a fucking flashback. So that's what happened with Rhonda, okay? Okay, so Cookie convinces the new CEO, which is Hakeem, to allow her to basically come inside and be a part of Empire. Okay, so now Cookie's working with Camille and Hakeem at this particular point. So she's in there now. Jamal and worked his magic to get them a little meeting and shit, and basically they in there. And of course, but Camille, of course, was trying to talk Hakeem out of it, saying, look, if you sit there and allow her to do this, she gonna come in here, she gonna dethrone your motherfucking ass, she's gonna take all of this away from us. And they are. But of course, Hakeem is like, well, that's the reason why I did everything I did as far as voting Dad out. I voted him out because I did it for my family. So of course, he gives Cookie the green light to become a part of the Empire. And of course, Camilla is sitting over there shaking her head like, damn, you done fucked up, we done fucked up. And she knows she done stepped in by making him the CEO of the company because he can make the decisions now. Yeah, so we're going to move the fuck on off of that particular situation. So Cookie is inside of Empire now. She's working with them, and she's going to probably dethrone his ass and take it back over. So, yeah. Same old motherfucking, same old love song, just saying. So, Hakeem has an epiphany. Okay, I know I'm using that motherfucking word improperly in this goddamn sentence, y'all. He has a change of heart and decides that he wants to go get his woman back. So he goes and shows up on her goddamn doorstep and shit, and basically tells her that he's sorry and tells her the reason why he had to do what he did by calling her a bitch and all this type of shit. He broke up with her basically because he wanted to become the CEO of Empire. And now that he's the CEO of Empire, he wants her back and he apologized and all that type of shit. And she's like, you know what? Come inside, okay? Come inside, because I want you to come inside, girl. I want you to pop this motherfucking cherry, okay? So they get inside and they doing all this type of shit. She basically, you know, they about to do their little thug thizzle. And of course, Hakeem is like, look, I don't even think we need to be doing this, y'all. I don't think we need to be doing this. She was like, are you sure that we're going to be together? Okay, are you sure that we're going to be together? And he's like, yeah. She was like, well, I want to do it, okay? I love you. And he said, I love you too, okay? So he pops her cherry and all that shit, and he's like, look, you sure? She was like, don't stop. So she basically begging him for it, y'all. She's begging him to give it to her, okay? She's begging him to give it to her, so they doing their little thug thizzle. So she's no longer a virgin girl. Hakeem has popped her chair and Ree. So we're going to move on from that situation, girl. So, yeah, moving on. So Hakeem and Lucius meet up in the same spot that Lucius killed Bunky. Okay, meets up at the same exact spot. Now, Lucius is out there with a motherfucking gun. I'm thinking to myself, is this nigga about to seriously kill Hakeem like this? Are y'all about to allow Lucius to kill Hakeem on episode 1 of season 3? Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, so of course that's what I'm thinking in my goddamn head. I'm like, no, it can't go off like this. Lee Daniels would not allow this to happen like this. So he tells Hakeem to come here. You know, he's standing in front of him and shit, and he's like, look. He was like, you standing in the location where they found your Uncle Bunk. Okay, basically telling him that, look, this is where I kill that motherfucker out here. Because I will do anything by any means necessary. I will protect Empire. Now, if that means me taking your ass out, I will take your ass out as well. He said, but to prevent me from doing that, he said, I want to see how much you are basically down for the motherfucking cause. So here, you take this gun, okay? You take this gun, and what I want you to do is I want you to kill me, okay? He said, I want you to kill me, because if you don't kill me, the next time I see you, I'm going to kill your motherfucking ass, okay? So he gives Hakeem the gun and tells Hakeem to kill him, because if he doesn't, he's going to kill him, okay? So Hakeem puts the gun to Lucius's head and shit, and Lucius is sitting there like, come on, do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. He says, as a matter of fact, to make it easier on you, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to turn around and put this gun, you put it to the back of my head and do what you need to do. So he turns around, Hakeem put the shit to the back of his head. He's like, yeah, that's it. You can do it. You can do it. And of course, Hakeem like, you know what? I ain't got to do what the fuck you want me to do. I ain't got to do what you want me to do. Like he does all the time. He always feels like Lucius is trying to make him do some shit. So he's like, you know what? You can't make me kill you, basically. So he throws the gun on the ground and walks the fuck off. Okay, and Lucius tells him, watch your motherfucking back, because I told you either kill me or I'm gonna kill your little ass. Okay, so he throws the gun on the ground and he walks the fuck off and tells Lucius, I ain't gotta do what the fuck you want me to do. And Lucius tell him, watch your motherfucking back, bitch, because I got your motherfucking ass. You wanna walk with the big boys? I'ma treat you like you a motherfucking big boy, which is fucked up. Just saying, I can't kill my own goddamn child, but I can beat his motherfucking ass, because he's doing the fucking most, y'all. He's doing the most. But that was pretty much the synopsis of this fucking episode, and I still talked for fucking 30 minutes, didn't I? Even though I said I was gonna make this a short fucking review, but all in all, I can basically say that this was an okay episode, okay? They're gonna need to pick up the fucking pace for me. I need more. I need to get more of my fucking life than the shit that they're doing right now. I need better storylines besides the same old fucking shit, okay? I need more. Just motherfucking saying. So hopefully they start picking up the fucking pieces when it comes to better storylines. I need more. I'm just saying I'm not getting my life at this particular point in time. I'm still here for Empire. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna review it. But I need more. Okay. Hopefully in the next episode we find out who the fuck it is that pushed Rhonda down those goddamn stairs. Now I'm kind of, y'all know how adamant I was in my last review, the last episode of last season. Y'all know how I was adamant that it was not Boo Boo Kitty, but now I'm starting to retract that. I'm starting to feel like, yeah, Lee Daniels, he did make it that fucking easy for us to pinpoint who it was, and it possibly is Boo Boo Kitty. But then again, I'm thinking in my head, he can't possibly make it that fucking easy for us, y'all. He can't. But I don't know. I don't fucking know. Like I said, I just need to get my life a little bit more. Lee Daniels, step your motherfucking pussy up, boo. Give me a little bit better storylines and shit. Put a little bit more oomph in that motherfucking shit. I ain't saying you gotta go around and kill everybody off the goddamn show, but I need some more oomph in this goddamn shit. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. The season 3, episode 1. What the fuck is it? Death has his day or whatever. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this shit down in the comment section. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.